Yeah, hello. This is Kellen Brady, and today I'll be talking about how the Orlando Magic are going to make a run in this year's playoffs. So, whether you believe it or not, the Magic are poised to make a playoff run this year in the NBA's Eastern Conference. And the East, at this point, they're more loaded than the East has been. It's more loaded than it has been the past few years, but the Magic have made a lot of right steps and gained more experience through last year's playoff experience, and so they're ready to go. They're still possessing one of the NBA's younger teams, but they're more battle-tested and prepared than ever to make a run in this season's playoffs. They got everyone on the active roster healthy going into the season. They have young stars emerging and forming chemistry with each other. They had some good off-season additions and re-signing of important players. And just the overall bond and energy the team has, they're pretty prepared to show the league and doubters that Magic basketball has arrived. So, in a perfect world, injuries would not exist, and teams would always be able to be 100% at full strength. But that's not the case, obviously. And but it's a good year to be a Magic fan because the whole team is healthy heading into the season, and it hasn't been like that for a long time. Especially a key player on this team, Jonathan Isaac, who has been dealing with back problems and a whole lot of different stuff over the past 3 years. He's going to be fully healthy this year, and I think he's going to make a case for Defensive Player of the Year. And there's going to be injuries during the season. That's bound to happen, but that's not the biggest issue that they're facing because this Magic team has more depth than ever before. They have 4 solid big men in Jonathan Isaac, Mo Wagner, Goga Batadze, and Wendell Carter. They have guards off the bench, Cole Anthony and Anthony Black, and a sniper in Jet Howard. And they also have forwards Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and rookie Tristan Da Silva to back up the young stars, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. And, this depth is going to be key later in the season when the team's, so you need the fully strengthened bench. So, the 3 players that I'm going to highlight that are going to bring this team over the hump and just affect the overall success the most of this season is Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and Jalen Suggs, the Magic's key 3 players to this team's success. After a summer of building together and gaining chemistry, I think they're ready to go and they're prepared. Paolo, he recently turned only 22, but he has already shown that he is a force to be reckoned with. He led the team last year in scoring, putting up 23 points per game on 45% shooting. And I think he's preparing to make the next leap and become one of the NBA's top scorers. And then Franz, next to Banchero, is he put up 20 points per game last year. Had an off year from shooting from 3, but I expect him to turn that around this season and become more of an outside threat and just continue to build on his scoring skills. And then the last guy, the glue guy, Jalen Suggs, mainly credited for his ability to force turnovers and play defense and clean up the boards when needed. He's also a great third option in the offense and can go get a bucket when needed. He put up 13 points per game last year on 40% shooting from deep, but I think he's going to see the court even more this year, and that points per game is going to go up. Now, the guy behind it all, who finally, the Magic, we have a good coach, is Jamal Mosley. He was formerly an assistant coach from the Dallas Mavericks who helped them reach the playoffs 4 times, so he knows what it takes to have a playoff team. And since he's been handed the coaching job in Orlando since 2021, he has been able to take a young Magic team that was at the bottom of the Eastern Conference to a playoff team last year in the span of 3 years. And he's just a passionate coach that really has gotten players to buy into his vision and process. And he's also very defensive-minded, and that has led led to the Magic being a top five defensive team in the NBA. And he just has a long-term vision for this Magic team, and the players play hard for him. They really like playing under him, so I hope he's here to stay. And the last thing that makes this Magic team a force is their defense. In the paint, on the perimeter, rebounding, shot blocking, anywhere on the court, the Magic have a stifling defense that will disrupt any team trying to find any offensive success. This starts down low with Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" shot blocking forward with also an offensive scoring ability, who you don't want to meet him at the rim down low. And then on the perimeter, you have Suggs and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, two of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. That signing of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the offseason is going to pay huge dividends for the Magic this year. The Orlando Magic had a defensive rating of 111.3 in 2023-2024, which was a top 3 rating in the league. And I believe the Magic will continue to put up a similar rating, if not better, this season, and finish the season as the top defense in the NBA. So, from their strangling defense, their new and improved offense, whether you are convinced or not, this Orlando Magic team, they're going to make a deep playoff run in this year's Eastern Conference and hopefully get a shot at the NBA Finals. Jonathan Isaac being fully healthy, the rise of players like Goga Bitadze and Anthony Black, and just the development of stars Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the addition of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope are all factors that will lead to the Magic's rise. Orlando Magic!